Huh. Interesting. Apparently, the noose that was found in Bubba Wallace's garage, NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace, obviously in the past, we found that they walked in and found a noose in his garage. Apparently, there's some breaking news officially from the FBI. So let's take a look.
There's more breaking news we're following right now. The FBI and NASCAR, they're just out with statements on the investigation of a noose found in the garage of the driver Bubba Wallace. Our senior justice correspondent Evan Perez is working the story for us. So Evan, update our viewers on the latest.
Wolf, the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office down there says that they found no evidence of a federal crime. They sent 15 FBI agents to interview people to look at video. And what they believe they found is that the noose that was identified in Bubba Wallace's garage has been there for some time. I'll read you part of the statement. It says, the noose found in garage number 4, this is Bubba Wallace's garage, was in that garage as early as October 2019. Nobody could have known that Mr. Wallace would be assigned to garage number 4 last week. We also have a statement from NASCAR that says, in part, the FBI report concludes and photographic evidence confirms that the garage pull rope fashioned like a noose had been positioned there since early last fall. The FBI says that as a result of looking at some of that evidence, including some of the earlier video, it indicates that what looks like a noose, it appears to have been a garage pull that was in that location well before anyone knew that Bubba Wallace's team was going to be assigned that place in the Talladega Speedway. Wolf.
You know, it's interesting because I'm looking at the NASCAR statement. At the end of the statement, it says, we appreciate the FBI's quick and thorough investigation and are thankful to learn that this was not an intentional racist act against Bubba. And it adds, we remain steadfast in our commitment to providing a welcoming and inclusive environment for all who love racing. It caused a big stir. Was it unusual that the FBI sent all these agents down there to check it out?
Look, I think it was that's a large number of agents to be assigned to this, and I think it indicates, Wolf, the seriousness with which the Justice Department and the FBI took this incident. Obviously, given the times that we're living in, given the environment that we're in, and given the controversy over NASCAR removing Confederate symbols, banning those symbols from its venues, there was a lot of reaction there, and I think that was what led people to think that this was what occurred. And according to the FBI, looking at the evidence and doing these interviews, and we also know that one of the other racing teams has now issued a statement saying that they had team members who remember seeing what looks like a noose in that spot, that location, sometime in 2019. So it appears that someone might have misunderstood or at least didn't realize what that was when they saw it. And again, it was the context of the recent events, Wolf, I think, that made everyone react to this.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'm glad that they found out that it was all fake, that it wasn't true. But it makes me want to see the footage for myself. It makes me want to see it for myself. I know that there's a lot of people that thought that it wasn't real. There was a lot of people that thought that it was fake, that it wasn't entirely, it was an exaggerated moment. And, you know, I am glad that it's not an actual real noose, because I feel like we are, given the climate that we're in right now, I say that a lot, but given the climate that we're in right now, there's a lot of sensitive people out there. There's a nerve out there. There's a lot of tension in the air. And for me, I would want to see this actual noose. Like, when they say it was a noose, like, what does this noose look like? You feel me? Like, I want to know what it looks like. The noose. Because if it's like just like a piece of yarn made, that's one thing. Now I want to see it. Like, really want to see it, which is what I'm about to do right now. Just seems so weird that it was like a drawstring, but then why would somebody think that it's a noose? Like, a noose looks like a noose. You feel me? Like, a noose looks like a A noose looks like a noose, man. Like, you know what a noose looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's when you think of a noose, you think the thick rope, you think the wound up knot, you know, with the big loop, right? So it makes me wonder what this noose is, where this noose. I don't see nothing, man. I don't see no noose nowhere. I don't see anything that looks like a noose. Now, Tanu Vane, if you find it, please send it my way, because I want to see this live on the show, because that's something I want to know. It just doesn't make any sense to me, because you can't really say, like you say it's a pull, like it's a rope that you pull for the garage. How thick is this rope? You see what I'm saying? Because anybody can look at a rope that's just tied in a knot and has a loop on it. You see what I'm saying? Like any little piece of, any little string type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Can be, you know, can come off like a noose, but then a noose is a noose. You feel me? Like a noose is a noose. All right? This is not like oh yeah, you know, just, you know, for ish and giggles, like little, you know, piece of yarn type of thing that's just laying on the ground or wherever the heck it was. That thing was literally, they made it a big freaking deal, like it was a noose, you know. Mark was good, you know, good evening, my brother. But they made it seem like it was a noose, y'all. Like a full-on thick old noose that could carry and hold somebody as big as Bubba Wallace or a human body. But if you're saying like this is just a little string, get out of here. You see what I'm saying? If it's a little string, then we got to sit down and talk about what a noose is. It just doesn't make any sense for someone to automatically think that, oh, bang, oh, it's a noose. You open up the garage, oh, it's a noose. It just doesn't make sense to me. I would automatically think that that is just a string to pull down a garage, and that's it. That is it. Now, people are going to sit here and wonder if this is something that he fabricated. Clearly, people are going to now sit here and say, did he fabricate this ish? Is this true? Or is this all a lie? And now he's going to have to sit there and try to prove otherwise, that he is not some fake dude, that he's not trying to pull a Juicy Smollett. Damn, man. Like, you know, I'm happy. Like, I'm like, real talk, person to person, man. Let me tell you guys, I'm happy that it was not a act of hate, or, you know, it was not like some sort of hate crime that could have escalated into something violent. But at the same time, now he's got to go through the rest of his life trying to prove to everybody that it was not a fabricated thing. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this screen. I kind of see it, but then I kind of don't at the same damn time. But I want you guys to see this news. Here it is. You see that right there? You see that? Blammo. That is a noose. Just so you all know, that is what they perceived as the noose. It is literally this other thing, which is what I'm going to show you right now. It is a string that you use to pull down the garage. This, which I'm going to zoom into as well. See that right there? That is a string that you use right there to pull down this garage. Okay? That's what you use right there. So, when the FBI came, they most likely saw this noose, this thing right here, right here, And then they went and they cut it off. Right her. Because they were going to use that as investigation. So, there you have it. For all y'all that are wondering, it was just a garage pull rope. So somebody probably walked in, pulled up the garage, saw that thing hanging, and said, Noose, hate crime, he's black, Black Lives Matter, I can't breathe, damn. And then ish hit the fan. I mean, and it was a small little noose, or it was a small little knot with a little handle, almost like it's a handle, so that they could pull it down and pull it up, the whole, Mega Man, the whole 9. So it wasn't anything so bad, but they took it and they ran with it. People got really, really nervous, got really scared. Now I understand. Given the climate, given how people are feeling, given how scared people are right now, I get that. I get it. But you're going to tell me that they stopped the world because of this. Because of that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Real talk, I don't think that they shouldn't have made that big of a deal, in my personal opinion. I really don't. I mean, obviously, I'm glad that everyone is safe. I'm glad that it didn't escalate into something even worse or even more dangerous or anything. No one got killed. No one died, everything like that. But at the same time, damn, all that for a garage door pull. Son of a gun. The tension in the air right now is so palpable that I feel like that could have been something that could have been not as dramatic, But anyway, definitely comment down below and let me know what you think. All I can say is that I'm happy that everyone's okay and it didn't turn into anything bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't turn into anything worse than what it is. But at the same time, I am happy that everyone's okay. But it is kind of weird to me that it's a damn rope on a freaking garage pull, and and that got interpreted as something else, and that I feel like that's a little whack, y'all. Sorry. That's a little whack. But better safe than sorry, right?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.